that your card?
Yeah.
Let go like this.
What?
What's good? Welcome back to How to Magic. I am your host, EvanEra. Today I'm showing you how to make things float.
No, absolutely not. There'd be children floating around all over the place.
So if you've ever wondered how to make things levitate, hit that thumbs up button for me and let's go. Okay, for this one, you're gonna borrow some money and raise some funds. Check it out.
Watch the bill. You just rub like this, it'll stick. Just let it sit right like that. And watch it float.
Alright, here's how it's done. I'm about to reveal
A secret.
the secret to this trick is extremely simple and I'll teach you how it's done right now.
The secret behind this one is probably my favorite magic prop in the entire world. Check it out.
These are called loops by Yigal Mesika. He's an Israeli magician. He created this product along with another magician called Finjan. These are invisible elastic thread loops, and you can use them for so many different tricks. And great news, I'm making them available right now when you're watching this video. These are available in the shop. Link is in the description. I do want to say before you go buy,
Loops are extremely delicate.
so we are offering these in the shop, but with the caveat that we are not doing any refunds or returns on them. All sales are final. We don't want people just getting loops, being careless with them, not knowing the strength of the thread, breaking them, and then saying that there's something wrong with them, because they are made from a very thin, invisible elastic thread, so they do break easily, so you have to handle them very gently. This is more of an advanced trick, but it's super fun for beginners, and the effect is absolutely amazing. They can be used for literally hundreds of different tricks. Let's get into the handling of the floating dollar. So when you get a pack of loops, you get this little envelope, and it comes with 8 of them in the package. You're gonna take one off by simply bending it in the middle and sliding your finger under, pulling to one side, pulling it off, letting it fall just like that. Now you can stretch this out in between your hand just like this, and if you look really closely with the camera, you might be able to see it running just across my palm there. A little black line. That's the loop. Now what this is a super thin, invisible elastic thread. When it's spread out like this, it's totally invisible to the naked eye. It's between my hands right now. So you can use this to make things float, and the beauty of it is it's elastic thread, so it's stretchy, which means it can do a lot of different cool things, as I'll show you throughout this video. These are all going to be tricks using loops. So you can borrow a bill for this one. It doesn't have to be your bill. You can borrow it from the spectator and immediately do this trick. All you do is have the loop positioned across your hand. The beauty of these is you can wear them all day on your wrist, just like this, and when you need to, you just bring it into position on your hand like this, and you're good to go. So you bring it into position just like this, you then slide your finger underneath the loop and pull out just like so. That's going to position the loop underneath the bill so that you can set the bill right on top of the loop just like that, and it'll make it look like it's magically floating. So you want to hold it like this with your other finger holding the other side of the loop, and you want your other hand to just be out to the side like this. Say, watch, as I let go of your bill, it'll just float in midair just like that. You then let go of it, you just let the loop pop back to your hand, and because it's elastic, it automatically snaps back into position and out of the way. So you can hand this right out to your spectator, they can inspect it, and there's nothing to find. Even if they look at your hands, you can do a quick flash like this, they're not going to notice the loop. It's virtually undetectable, which makes this trick so mind-blowing. When you first get your loops, this is probably the simplest, easiest trick to do, so try this out first. All you do is pull the loop across, set the bill there, and watch it float. And that is how you do the magic floating bill. Okay, for this one, you're gonna freak out your friends with an amazing card trick. Check it out. Go through and pick out any card you want in the deck. Any card. Pick a card, any card will do. Got it? Okay.
Can I show you?
I can see it, yes, it's okay. It's not that kind of trick. I have seen this trick before. 9 of clubs. Show it to the cam. Got it, 9 of clubs. Now, what I'm gonna have you do is sign your name right across the front face of the card on the club part. Sign your name right across there, make it unique. You could draw a picture. Just do something on the card to make it different than any other card in the world. Got it? Now that is definitely unique. Different than any other card out there for sure. I would not have known in any way that you were gonna do that. You take the card, show it to the camera. That is Ava's card right there. The card's gonna go right back in the deck like this. Now watch. I'm gonna sit the deck down on the table and I'm not gonna touch it anymore for the rest of the trick. Just watch the deck. Now look, you see how it's cut? Watch. Is that your card?
Yeah. I try.
Sure, you wanna try it? Here's the setup behind this amazing trick. For this one, again, you're going to need some loops. There's a link in the description, also a mobile card if you wanna pick some up. These really are like my favorite magic prop of all time. I have them with me like everywhere I go. Whenever someone asks me to do a trick, it's the thing I do. So for this one, you're gonna need one loop around your wrist. The other thing you're going to need is a deck of playing cards. These can be borrowed from a spectator, or you can bring your own. The trick is not in the deck whatsoever, it's all in the loop. So you're gonna bring your loop into the ready position, which is right here across your hand and across your thumb. That leaves a little gap here for you to slide your finger under so they can hook it around things. Now for some of these more intricate tricks, we're gonna use the piece of string to demonstrate the thread hookup. Be a little bit easier to see than the invisible thread. So this is going to act as our loop for this trick. It's gonna start out right here across your hand like this, and also running right across the back of your hand. You're gonna have your spectator pick any card out of the deck. Doesn't matter which one they pick, a genuine free choice. In this case, we're gonna go with the Queen of Hearts. So they pick their card. While they're looking at the card and the misdirection is there on their card, you're going to take your loop and wrap it around the deck like this. You're gonna go across the bottom of the deck and all the way around your hand, just like so. So now, when you take the card back from them and insert it into the deck, it's going to push the loop inside the deck just like that. You're gonna feed it in there just like so. So now you're gonna set the cards down on the table just like this, and you're gonna bring your hands straight up. The loop will stretch to where you can hold your hands almost a foot above the deck. So once you're here, you're then gonna slowly pull up and it'll begin to cut the cards over. And then, to make the card pop out, to make their individual card pop out, you just move this strand of the thread to there and the card will pop out of the deck. Now there are a couple different handlings for the haunted deck. This is the easiest one. All you do is wrap the loop around it, card goes inside, pulling the thread inside with it. You set down on the table, hand comes up, pulls the deck over to cut it, and the other card comes out. Almost seems like a ghost is pulling it out of there, cutting the deck and then pulling the card out. That's why it's called the haunted deck. Hookup was invented by Yigal Mesika, the creator of loops. This is a hookup for the loop that I came up with. For this one, the card will actually turn over by itself at the end. With the first performance, you're wrapping the loop around the deck, cards going in, move it over to cut. Another really cool thing you can do with this, if there's shadows being cast by your hands, you can make it seem like the shadows of your hands are cutting the deck and pulling the card out. That's the version with it wrapped around the deck. In order to get the loop out of this position where it's not wrapped around the deck anymore, you just square these up and flip the deck over. It'll automatically pop back to your hand into ready position. And the deck is completely clean. It can be handed out for examination. For my hookup, you wrap the thread, instead of wrapping it around the deck, you wrap it around the individual card. When you've taken their card back from them after they picked it, you're gonna have your loop in ready position running across your hand right here. You're gonna take their card, spin it, and it's gonna catch your loop right here on the edge. We'll do this with a string in just a second so I can demonstrate this. You're then going to take the card with the loop wrapped around it and insert it midway down in the deck. So you can see it going inside. Just square this up, set it down on the table, and bring this hand up. All you have to do to make the cards cut is slowly raise up on this hand and move it to the right. It's going to make the deck cut just like so. Now you can move this hand back to the other side and it will pull that card out of the deck and flip it over. Now it doesn't flip every time, as you see. The elasticity of the thread makes it so that it's completely random whether or not it's gonna flip over, but the effect will still be there of the card just being pulled out of the deck by seemingly a ghost. So it's great when it does pop out and flip over, but it doesn't happen every time, which is kind of what I like about it. It's random. Every performance is unique. You really don't know what's gonna happen. It's kind of cool. And as a magician, it's fun to still get surprises. It's cool to keep things organic, where, you know, there's an element of, I don't know what's gonna happen myself. So you've got it looped around, you make the deck cut, and then that card just flips right over. And what an amazing moment. And the beauty of this is the loop is already snapped back to my hand. It snaps back when the card flips over, so you don't have to touch the deck from this point on. It's already clean. They can instantly go in, grab the card, grab the deck, inspect it till their heart is content, and by that point you can slip the loop back onto your wrist. It'll blend in with your arm hair. No one's ever gonna know. They will think you have magical powers or that you're in cahoots with spirits. And that is the secret behind the magic haunted deck. Here's another cool levitation trick anyone can do. Take the bill, make it flip. Watch it.
Holy cow. Once again, I'm just done that.
Okay, here is your hookup for your loops. The secret to this one is extremely simple. Let me show you the hookup for the loop. So you're gonna take your bill and you're going to fold the end of it down. It's a tiny little fold, and that is what you're gonna hook the loop onto. That's your prep before the trick starts. You're gonna have the loop running right here along your hand, wrapped around it. Now you're going to hook your thumb underneath the loop so that you have a gap right here so that the bill will easily hook on to the loop just like that. It's very hard to see, but it's hooked on right there, right on that little fold. And then because the loop is elastic, you're going to use the elastic tension to make the bill float up to your other hand. In my opinion, that's what makes loops so much better than normal invisible thread. You just make things magically float up to your hand like that using the elasticity of the loop. So you can even borrow a bill for this. The only real step is to just fold down the corner real quick, hook it onto the loop. You're gonna get in position like this with this hand up here. You wanna stretch the loop out to almost its maximum capacity. Then you're just gonna let go of the bill with this hand and catch it with this hand. And the loop does all the work for you. An easy magic levitation that you can do. And that is how you make a bill float from one hand to the other. Here's a cool card reveal that you can do with the loops. Watch, dribble the cards, and one just pops out. Your setup for this one is super simple. Here's a quick run through. They make a free choice of any card they want. Then all you do is loop the loop around the deck so it's wrapped just like it was for the haunted deck performance. The card then goes right inside like so, pushing the loop in with it like that. Now all you do is dribble the cards on the table. That's it. It does all the work for you. You dribble the cards, and that card just pops right out to the side every single time. Thanks to the elasticity of the loop, all the magic is done for you. And that is how you use a loop to pop a card out of the deck. Here's a fun dinner table trick that you can do with no practice at all. Check it out. Watch the fork. See it move? You want to see it again? Look, all you do is rub it like this. You build up a little energy on it. And look, all you have to do. Okay, here's how you hook this one up. This is another super easy one you can do as soon as you get your loops with no practice at all. All you need is a fork. This is the perfect dinner table trick or to do at lunch at school. All you're gonna do is get your loop into your ready position right here going across your hand. You're then gonna bring the fork up and use the tines, the prongs of the fork, to catch the loop on them just like that. Show you this with our string for reference. Tines of the fork just go right like this. It's gonna get set down on the table just like that. This is your position for the trick. Now, you can have your hands pretty far away from the fork before it starts to move. So you can do some acting here, and just a very slight movement will make people gasp. Keep moving it, and the less movement you can have out of your hands, the better. You don't want it to seem like you're pulling the fork. You want to let it slide over like this, and then let the loop just slide right out and pop back to your hand. So you loop it on there, set it down, hands come away, and say watch. It'll keep moving over and the loop will just slide right up the tine of the fork and pop back to your hand so you're ready to go again. You can also do this same thing on top of a bottle and create a kind of different effect with it. You can have the fork there and make it spin. All you do is loop it onto the prongs of the fork, hook it just like that. It works exactly the same as the table, only the fork is having one point of contact on the top of the bottle, so it can easily spin as opposed to just moving. And if it falls off, that's okay, because the loop will just snap back to your hand. I do want to take this opportunity to say that there's always the chance of breaking a loop during a performance. That's why it's great to have another one on your other wrist, always ready to go. You got one on this wrist, in case it breaks, another one over here as a backup. That's also why they're sold in packs of 8, so you have a couple to learn with. You're gonna break a few, you should expect that. As you learn the limitations of the thread, how far you can stretch it, you're inevitably going to break some, so don't be upset when you break them. It's just a natural part of the learning process. And that is the secret behind magically moving a fork with your mind. For this one, you can borrow a spectator's ring and do an amazing levitation. Take a look. Do you have a ring on?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it? Thank you. So you're gonna borrow a ring from somebody.
Okay.
Simple, yes. And I'm gonna take the ring right here and watch if I just hold it like this, and let's see if I can make this happen.
Okay.
If I just let go like this.
What? Oh my. Oh. How did you do that? It's the ring, the same ring. Oh my god. Show me again.
Here's the hookup for your loop. So I'm gonna use my cool YouTube ring to explain this one. So what you do is take the loop across your hand in ready position just like this, and you can borrow the ring from your spectator. That's the beauty of this. You're gonna take their ring and put it on your pinky finger. You're then gonna take your pinky, grab the loop like this, and hook it onto your finger. Pull the ring up, being careful not to dislodge the loop from your finger. Stretch the loop out, and you're gonna bring this hand up to provide tension. That's what's gonna allow you to make it look like it's floating. Then you can hold the ring between your fingers just like this and slowly let go. It'll look like it's just floating right there in midair. You could even have it slide down the thread to your other hand. Watch, just let go of the ring and it'll float in midair. Look, it'll go all the way to the other hand. Just like that. So once you've made it float, all you have to do to get the loop to snap back is let go with your pinky and the elastic will snap back to your hand. You can hand the ring back to them and they'll be completely amazed. So loop is across your hand like this. Ring goes here on the pinky finger of the opposite hand. Pinky comes over, grabs the loop. You grab the ring, pull it up, leaving the loop on the pinky finger. You can then let go and the ring will float in midair. And then it slides down the loop to land in your other hand. Super easy. Get some loops and try it out today. And that is how you do the magic floating ring trick. For this one, you're gonna convince your mark that you have superpowers. Check it out. Okay, V, I have a cool trick to show you with this pen. If you will, just hold it at your fingertips just like this. It's kind of lightly. Okay?
Lightly.
Perfect, just like that. I'm gonna try to do something. I'm gonna try to affect the pen, okay? You just harness the energy.
Oh gosh.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that was just scared me. It felt like it was getting yanked.
Here's the simple secret behind this awesome trick. For this one, you're using your loop to make it seem like you have telekinetic power. All you need is a pen and a willing spectator. So you have them hold it at their fingertips and make sure you tell them to hold it kind of lightly because you don't want them to be like holding it super stiff to where it breaks your loop. But once they're holding the pen at their fingertips like this, we're actually just gonna set it on the table here to demonstrate. Your loop's gonna be on your hand in ready position and you're gonna stretch it in between your hands. So I've got it like this, I'm stretching it in between the hands. Now I'm bringing both of these strands of the loop across the pen and knocking it out of their hands. So to them, you never touch it, and it seems like the energy force field between your hands just somehow knocked the pen out of their hand. As you can see in the performance, it's a really weird feeling to have it just fly out of your hands with no one touching it. You have to try this one. It's super cool, and it will amaze your spectators. They will be so shocked by this. Say, watch the pen. Quick and easy, all you need is a loop and a pen. And that is how you do the magic telekinetic pen. Okay, here's a quick way to show your levitation skills with a borrowed object. Okay, can I borrow your sunglasses for this one?
Yeah.
Your shades?
Yeah.
Your LAL shades?
LAL?
Thank you. They are.
Yes.
Available now at EvanEraTV.com. We're gonna sit the sunglasses right down here on the table. These are your shades, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Do not
to,
break them.
I will not, watch. I'm gonna try to do something with them.
What? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What did you just do? How did you do that?
Are you scared of them?
I kinda am, I don't know. It's like weird. How'd you do that?
Okay, here's what you need to pull off this trick. You can take a pair of borrowed sunglasses for this. This is one of my favorite tricks to do with loops. When I'm wearing them out in public and people ask me to do something, very often I do this trick. Take their sunglasses, sit them on the ground, and show them an eye-popping trick. Dad jokes. This is very similar to the fork. All you do is take the arm of the sunglasses. You're just going to hook the loop onto the arm of the sunglasses. Use our string loop to demonstrate here. Hook it onto the arm of the glasses and set them down on the ground just like this. And all you're gonna do is use that loop to just slowly lift these up, and you can stop at this point when they're like right here, because the elasticity of the loop will cause them to keep moving up and just flip right over like that. The less movement from your hands, the better. You don't want it to seem like you're pulling them in any way. I love it because it's so simple. You're just making a pair of sunglasses flip over without touching them, but it's baffling if you don't know what loops are. If you don't know about invisible thread, it's just mind-blowing. Just watch the glasses. They just slowly lift up, and you can see my hands stopped moving like probably midway through them rising up, and you only have to lift it like halfway, and they reach like a midway point. You can feel it once you perform this trick, and the loop automatically snaps back to your hand. It's already done. Totally self-working. They can then pick up their glasses. Very oftentimes people will immediately grab them once they start moving, and sometimes it'll break your loop. So that's something to be on the lookout for. That does happen, while you always got the spare on the other wrist. So this isn't just limited to sunglasses. I'm sure you can imagine all the different applications that you could use a loop for. You could move a ball of paper, you could use it to levitate a card, and you can use them to make pretty much anything seem like it's floating. The possibilities are truly endless. I really hope you get some. I really hope you pick some up from the shop and try them out, because it's a really great way to get your magic creative juices flowing and invent your own magic tricks. So in honor of the launch of loops in the shop, I'm doing a special contest. What I'm going to do is anyone who places an order on the shop, they get a set of loops in the mail. What I want you to do is take the loops and make a video of you performing one of the tricks, or one that you came up with the loops. Make a video of you performing with the loops, doing some kind of levitation, making something move. Send in your video to my email address in the description below. Send in a short video clip, and I'm going to feature some of your videos in upcoming episodes of How to Magic. So if I get a really good performance, a really cool idea for a trick, you will be featured in one of our upcoming episodes. The last time we did this was the How to Magic intro contest. We got so many entries. I'm really looking forward to seeing your all's videos. Send them to the link in the description. My email address is EvanEraTV@gmail.com. And that is the secret behind the magic moving sunglasses. Here's a couple more cool levitations and tricks that you can do with the loops. Take my Laugh at Life bracelet, watch. Here's the hookup for your loops. Here's the secret to that little card pop move. I think this is one I came up with as well. You just wrap the loop around this end of the card. You want it to go, you might be able to see the loop running right there along the bottom of the card. You don't want it in the middle, you want it towards the bottom. The card's gonna go right here on top of the deck with the loop underneath. Now you're gonna provide tension on the loop by raising this hand up. You want it to be almost completely taut. And you're going to hold the card in place using your ring and pinky finger and the edge of your thumb. The pad of your palm right here is going to kind of hold the other side in place. And that's what's going to create the effect of you just magically flipping the card. Watch. A super easy little thing to make a card come to life. You could use this to reveal a card. You can also do it lengthwise on the card to make it pop like that. And again, it's organic. You never know how it's really going to land, what's really going to happen, and I like that. Set the card down, put some tension on it, release the tension, and it'll pop right like that. And the loop automatically snaps back to the hand into ready position, and you're good to go for another one. And that is the secret behind the magic card flip trick. Alright guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help. And head over to the shop and pick yourself up a pack of loops so that you can do all these amazing tricks at home. Loops are super simple, fun, and easy to do. They should be a part of every magician's arsenal. I carry them everywhere I go. I have blown so many people's minds with these. There's a link in the description of the video if you want to get some from the EvanEraTV shop. Loops are handmade right here in the USA. Super quality product. I will say they are kind of delicate though. Make sure you don't stretch them too far or they will break. And please don't email the shop after you get your loops and you break some saying that you want them replaced because you think they're defective or something. They're not. That's just the natural tension of the loop. You just have to practice, find the breaking point, and don't go beyond it. If you break too many, you're just gonna have to get another pack. I do recommend getting a few packs of these as you will break a few at first as you're learning. But it does come with 8 loops in the pack, so you'll have plenty to practice with. Also, we have a bunch of cool Laugh at Life gear. Pick some of that up as well. We ship all the items in the shop internationally, so wherever you live, you can get some of these cool tricks and some of our cool gear. Again, that is EvanEraTV.com. There's a mobile card right here as well. Head over to the shop and get some merch. Alright guys, it is giveaway time. I'm doing a little giveaway on this video. All you have to do to win, all you have to do to be eligible to win one of these packs of loops is leave a comment on this video and give it a thumbs up. In addition to that, be subscribed to this channel with your notifications turned on. Those 3 things will enter you into the giveaway for a pack of loops. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. The more comments you leave, the better your chances of winning. Alright guys, it's time to announce the giveaway winners from our last How to Magic video. The winners are right here. Send me a message on YouTube with your full mailing address to claim your prize. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you to everyone who entered that drawing, and good luck to everyone entering this giveaway drawing. Be sure to hit that thumbs up and leave those comments below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Check out the shop right down there and grab some merch. Check out another one of my videos right over there. And until next time, remember that anything is possible as long as you stay positive, work hard, and laugh at life. Love you guys.